catch 'em all.
Alright, ladies and gents, welcome back to part 2 of the iPhone project within the AutoCAD Web App. All we have to do left is the cameras on the front and back of the phone. The side view is actually done already. And then we would have to do the Apple logo, but that's not going to be possible in this video. So what I'm going to do, I should say it's not going to be possible within the AutoCAD Web App, because normally what we do is we actually we save an image of an Apple logo off the internet. We bring that into our project and then we trace around it, but you can't actually upload or import any images into the AutoCAD Web App, so that's not going to work. Okay. In the link description though, I will put a video of an iPhone project, the same one that I did using the regular AutoCAD software, and you'll be able to see the real way in order to do that Apple logo. But like I said, in the web app you won't be able to do that. Okay. Alright, so looking at the cameras, I'm going to do the top of the front phone first. Looking at my plan, I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. You'll see that we've got, now this is hard to see because I'm on an image and this image is not great as far as like zooming in because everything looks solid, but there are actually 2 circles here for this camera, and then there are I should say 4 fillets, fillet, which are all radius 1/64th, and the width of that from the center of the fillets is actually 9/32, and then it's halfway between this line and this line, which is 1/4 down from the top of the phone. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do an offset coming down off of the very top line, going down 1/4. That's going to give me the line in which all of that stuff is going to be lined up on. Now this is actually in the middle of the phone, so you could start at the left side and go 11/16 and then 35/64. Or you could actually just start with a line down the middle, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with a line, I'll just go from here to here like this. And now it's 9/32 is your measurement, but half of that would be 9/64. So if I do my offset, and by the way, when you're doing half of a fraction, you just double the bottom number. Going left is going to be 9/64. Going right is going to be 9/64, and then get rid of the middle line. And like I said, that's actually the center of those fillets. It's not the ends of them like they were for the buttons. So we actually need to fill it like outside of that or create circles. So if the radius of that is 1/64th, I could just take my circle tool and go on this intersection, and it's looking for the radius, which is 1/64. And I'll do the same thing here, 1/64. And now it actually gets easier because now that I have this point, I can connect to there, and then I can connect these, and then I don't need, I'm going to leave that there for now, but I won't need this and this anymore. Okay, and I can trim my circles. I don't need those parts. Alright, so now let me double check that that is correct. Is the height good? Radius 1/64 would make it a height of 1/32. That is correct. Okay. Alright, next part is just these 2 circles. If you go from the right side of the phone, you've got 11/16 and then 27/64. So first one is 11/16 coming off the right side of the phone. You'll notice that that line is not really a great, well, you know what, that's already lined up. We don't really need that line, sorry. The other number was 27/64. So offset off of this line. Okay, so you'll see that that's all still together, so just highlight that. Type explode. Now we're going to go off of this line, offset one more time. That was 27/64. 27/64. Now that's the intersection of the cameras. They are a radius 1/64, a radius 1/32. So going back to my circle tool, whoops, 1/64, 1/32. And then I don't need that and that, and those cameras are done. Okay. Back camera, I should say cameras. I was gonna update this for the new phone, but it's the same phone, they just keep adding cameras to it, so I didn't really think that that was really all that important to do. Alright, so looking at this part now, we can see that from the left side of the phone, the middle of this assembly is 1/2 over. So you're going to do your offset again, and you guys can know I say offset like 1,000 times a drawing. It's the most important tool in AutoCAD, like 100%. 1/2 off of the left side. I'm going to extend this up just a little bit because I feel like the camera goes a little bit higher than that. 1/2 down from the top is going to get you the middle of the first camera, okay? And then 13/30 seconds get you to the middle of the bottom camera, and then the middle flash here is going to be just right in the middle of those two, okay? So 1/2, 13/30 seconds. And this is going off the top of the phone. So going off the top, we've got 1/2, and then we've got 13/30 seconds. Now you could also just, rather than drawing down the midpoint of those when you build it, you could just go back up 13/64. That's the same thing, okay? All right, on those points, we have a lot of different circles. There are actually 2 going around the outside here. That's why it looks so thick. Again, I'm using an image, so that's why it looks like that. You've got a radius 1/32 on the inside. You've got a radius 3/32. You've got a radius 5/32, which is the very outside. Actually, that's the second one in. You can tell that the arrow is a little bit cut off. And then a radius 3/16 is the very outside. Okay, so let's see, what do we want to do first? Let's do these 2 circles first. That's going to be a radius 1/32 and 3/32. 1/32 is going to go here, and 3/32 is going to go there. Okay, now the bottom 2, radius 1/16, radius 1/32. 1/16, 1/32. Okay, so you can see they're a little bit different size. Some the cameras for, you know, portrait mode or whatever it's for. There's all kinds of different features with these new cameras now. Wide view is on the new phones now. Okay, so all right, going back looking at the flash. The flash is a radius 1/16. This one was also a 1/16, so I'm just going to copy it. All right, and that one's easy because you can just trim, 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 and trim, and that part is done. I'm going to leave the other lines for now because we still need to use those as the center of this outside part. That outside part is a radius of 3/16. So to get the whole width here of the phone, you got to split that number in, you got to double that number actually. So 3/16 becomes 6/16, which is the same as 3/8, right? So I'm actually going to erase that. I want to bring this line back, but remember that you're going to have a small line back here, so you don't have to worry about the flash there because I'm going to end up erasing this line. Okay, so offset off of here 3/8. No, that was wrong. Why did I think that was 3/8? Hang on. So 3/16 is the radius. The diameter would be twice that, which would be 3/8. That's not coming out to be the right size though. Oh, but I'm sorry, we're measuring off of the middle, so you're still going to have 1/2 and 1/2, which is 3/16. So that was my mistake. So going off of this line, 3/16. Going off of this line, 3/16. Now you can see I selected the wrong line there, but that's okay. All right, get rid of this one. Now, those centers of these circles are the center of the circles that I'm drawing now. They're the same center. So going off the center, 3/16. Going off the center, 3/16. Trim the circle. Now I don't want to trim this yet because this line is not going far enough, so let's bring that out. Let's bring this out. You need to have a point to trim it at, and if there's no intersection, then it's not going to trim. Alright, you get that, you get that. Now I can get rid of this. This one's going to get trimmed. Bottom, top. This one I can erase. You'll see I actually stole this line instead of the big line, but that's okay. You can just extend it. Alright, and that's that part. Now, the spacing between the very outside one and the very inside one looks like, let's see, we've got a 5/32 and a 3/16. 5/32 is the radius. So let's do this. Let's do another circle. 5/32. And I just want to see what that measurement is there. I'm bad at math right now. Oh, come on. Dim linear. Oh, I'm sorry. There's no dim linear in the web app. All right, I want to know from there to there. 0.03. Okay, so it's not really a number that is worth talking about. So let's copy this one. That's going to be the same size from this center to this center. And then let's go here, and let's not draw a line. Let's just slide to the right until you get the intersection, and then slide down until you get another intersection. Same thing, slide to the left, click at the intersection, and go down. If you're not getting the intersection, OS enter, make sure that intersection is turned on. And then trim the circles. And you got your camera. Alright, so that's pretty much it. We can't do the Apple logo like I was saying. The phone is basically done. I used to do like text at the bottom too. You know, you could do this. It's about 1.5 inches up from the inside line. You just write iPhone with the text. That's really easy. I'm not going to do that. But now we just need some dimensions. So if you're one of my students here, I need to know how wide is the phone from left to right. How tall is the phone from top to bottom. Give me like give me one of these so I know that it's 3/30 seconds. Give me one on the side. Let's see, give me, I just want to know like where is it from here to there. Ooh, that's on an angle. Make sure you're clicking at the intersection, which would be here. Alright, so give me, we'll go with that. I'd like to see all of these, so let's go down midpoint to midpoint, and we'll go like that. And then let's see if we can fit all these. That's fine. I know the buttons are 3/8. Just give me maybe the space between these two, and that should be fine. Okay. Let's see, what do we want to know on this? Let's go with just how wide this is. Let's do a dim radius. Let's see, do we have that option? Oh, you know what? It's all in the same tool. So when you're in the dimension tool, you can just click the circle like this, and it should give you the number, and then the second click should be where it is. So just give me one of those. That's fine. Give me one of these. Give me the inside one over here. And just tell me, what else? Just tell me what it is from the top of the phone to the first center, which would be right here. But you notice that this is going on an angle, so ooh, look at that line in there. We gotta fix that. So you're gonna have to like slide, but you're gonna get this point right here. All right, so that should be a 1/2 inch. I don't know how I messed this up, but these are actually a little bit short. Oh, right here. And actually, we don't need those. I don't know why I have that in there. That's why. Sorry. They were just our center lines. So let's erase those out. Oops. Okay, that center point is actually coming from this thing here, this dimension. So if you erase that, it's going to go away. So let's just leave it where it is. Okay. And that's it. That's all I need to see. My guys, make sure you put this inside a title block. You're going to be able to probably go from this midpoint to this midpoint with a regular line, diagonal line, and then go with your diagonal line in here like we normally do, and then select the full phone. M for move. Midpoint is going to be in here somewhere. Put it on the other midpoint. And erase the two lines, and then you are done. Now in the web app, don't forget to do your zoom extents. That's this right here, or it's a double click of the scroller on the mouse. You can click that, it does the zoom extents. I would hit save at this point, and then I would do the print just like we normally do. Leave all this stuff alone, plot to PDF, wait until it generates. Should get a little blue link down here that says PDF is ready. Download PDF, and then that's what you're going to be uploading to our Google Classroom. Alright, so listen, I appreciate you guys watching. This was the second and final part of the iPhone assignment in the AutoCAD Web App. In the description I will put a video of the other iPhone assignment if you are interested in doing the Apple logo if you're doing it on the AutoCAD software. If you're in the web app, you can't do it. All right, so I'll see you guys later, and I appreciate you guys watching. All right, later. Gotta catch 'em all.